And we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Ideal Traits Wednesday webinar, where today I am going to be going Indeed 101 Ideal Traits plus Indeed. So let me go ahead and share my screen right quick, as I do have a presentation going over our partnership with Indeed. Okay, perfect. So like I mentioned, my name is Monica and I am here with Ideal Traits. As you can see, we will be going over Indeed 101. As a gold tiered partner with Indeed, we have a great opportunity to provide you with several topics on how to succeed with Indeed. And this is the first in the series of webinars that we'll have planned to help you do just that. So with that being said, let's go ahead and continue on with the agenda for today. So, what are we going to be going over? The first thing that we're going to be able to talk about our partnership that we have with Indeed and what that means for you. We're also going to be able to provide a high level overview of what Indeed is. We'll also hear from Indeed and how they get jobs. Number 4 is we're going to be going over Indeed's algorithm and what that means. Number 5, we'll briefly discuss job visibility and give you some tips on how exactly to find your jobs. Number 6, we'll then touch on Indeed's other products that they have, and we'll end with a Q&A. As always, as you guys know, if you do have any questions throughout this presentation, please feel free to utilize the chat system, and I will do my best to answer to the best of my ability and being able to go from there. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive in. Perfect. So we are very excited to present this webinar as a gold tier partnership with Indeed. Now, what does that mean for you? Through the Ideal Traits strong partnership with Indeed, we offer multiple integrations with them to make your hiring process that much more efficient. So data driven as well as focused on the quality of the ads going out. Now, just keep in mind that these integrations that do apply with them. So as you know, we do have Indeed Apply Sync and screener questions. So if you would like to go to your Indeed account, you can get more information on this, as well as Disposition Sync allows Indeed to improve candidate targeting. When Indeed knows whether or not you like a candidate, they can make adjustments to job seekers targeting so your candidate quality will improve over time. And sponsored job syncs. That's going to be the main one that you can do directly through your Ideal Traits account. This allows you to quickly and easily sponsor jobs on Indeed without leaving the Ideal Traits platform. Perfect. So let's go ahead and move on to About Indeed. So essentially, Indeed's mission is simply put in one sentence. We help people get jobs. Indeed was founded with a commitment to put job seekers first. With every decision about their products and businesses, they ask, what's best for the job seeker? This means that sometimes they have to make decisions that are inconvenient for employers and themselves by ensuring that they made it faster and easier for someone to get hired. At the end of every successful job search is an employer making a hire. So ultimately, what's best for the job seeker is also best for the employers. Awesome. So this mission has served Indeed pretty well. They are the #1 job site in the world. Most job seekers visit Indeed monthly than any other job site, in part due to the 30 million job posts that they have in over 60 countries globally. They have 300 million global unique visitors each month and over 245 million job seekers have added their resumes to Indeed, giving employers the opportunity to reach and engage with talent that they need. So Indeed is where people go to search for jobs. They take a simple approach to what they do. A job seeker tells them what they're looking for and where, and Indeed shows them the jobs that are the most relevant to that job seeker and what they searched. I know oftentimes Ideal Traits does get confused for being a job board. So this is why we just want to make sure that we're making that clarification of understanding that Ideal Traits is a partner with Indeed and all the great tools that they have to offer with being able to search for candidates, inside of their platform, as well as being able to give the candidates mainly that opportunity to search for that job opportunity that best suits what they're looking for, hopefully through the Ideal Traits platform that you guys posted an ad through, and being able to have those results funneled into your account. Excellent. So let's go ahead and move on to the next slide. So, Indeed in the United States, aside from the global numbers, we know that you care about job seekers specifically in your market. So, Indeed is the number one resource for many job seekers in the US, with about 69.7 million unique visits every month. That's quite a bit. Over 6.9 million new jobs are added each month, which is what keeps job seekers coming. And Indeed has 106 million searchable resumes to help you connect with the right talent. That can be done specifically through Indeed and their platform. Now, how to get on Indeed. So now what we'll do is you'll hear from Indeed on just how they get all of their jobs. So let me go ahead and share this. Let's go ahead and maximize the screen. And if you guys have any issues hearing it or anything of that nature, please feel free to let me know during, and I'll be sure to adjust accordingly. Okay, let's try this again. Here we go.
So let's get into really the heart of what we're probably looking to understand today, and that's how jobs get on to Indeed. We have multiple pathways for employers to align their positions directly to the Indeed ecosystem. The first being job board aggregation. Job board aggregation simply means that we have a relationship with several trusted media network markets where we can go and pull that information directly from their source. So there are other job boards out there. We understand we're not the only game in town, but we do have a goal to create a singular opportunity and or pathway for job seekers to find as many opportunities as possible. Our goal is to provide them a comprehensive, relevant result to the search that they have conducted. So we're going to pull in jobs from other sources other than the direct feeds that we are automatically receiving. So we're going to scrape as many of those jobs from other sources as we possibly can. But then we do have that relationship with our ATS partners to directly feed the jobs from their employers into our platform. We get that data through what we call XML feeds that are associated with your ATS integrations. So those XML feeds are updated 4 to 6 times a day. So it's a very up-to-date and current perspective and or reflection of the opportunities that exist within your career site. If you post a job, we're going to pull that job in at some point during the day. If you remove a job or close a job, we're going to update that and remove it from our platform. So it's a great way to create a seamless connection with Indeed and really help to streamline and create more efficiency with your recruitment teams and your TA teams to ultimately not have to come in and manually create those job postings directly on the Indeed platform. You build it out in your ATS, you update the information, and we automatically get that feed directly into the Indeed platform. It also allows you to measure some of that data all the way down to the hire with accurate and credible source reporting. In addition to the job aggregation and those indexed feeds that we receive, we several years ago started to realize that it wasn't an equal playing field for all businesses. Small businesses specifically don't have the means to have relationships with an ATS partner or have a robust career site. So we wanted to create a pathway for those small businesses to be able to post their jobs directly to Indeed. And that is where our hosted platform was born from, which is that direct posting opportunity that individuals can come in, create a job, and post that job directly to Indeed. It also utilizes our best in class application process, which is known as Indeed Apply, which is the final methodology in terms of how jobs are getting to Indeed, which is the best integration and the type of integration that you all should be looking to associate with and that is the ATS integration with Indeed Apply. What this means is that the jobs will go through the exact same process of how you build it within your ATS. It will be fed over to Indeed through that XML feed, but with the integration with Indeed Apply, it will still have that best in class quick apply process that job seekers are absolutely looking for on the platform, because that application process can take less than a minute to complete, where a long form application on a career site can take upwards of 15 to 20 minutes. And we see a significant decrease in the total number of applies when following that long form application, where with Indeed Apply associated with your ATS, we see a 3 times increase in terms of the number of applications that can be processed using the Indeed Apply integration.
Awesome. And just really touching base on that for a moment, I do want to let you guys know that when candidates are going to Indeed, they do have that opportunity to quickly apply directly through Indeed, at which case the results from that apply will then be funneled into your Ideal Traits account, and that is how you would be able to view their resume. Once a candidate does complete the assessment portion, that is where you will be sent those results as well. Excellent. So now going over the algorithm. So now that we know how the jobs get on Indeed, I'll briefly go over how they show jobs to the job seekers. Excellent. So the science of matching jobs to qualified job seekers. If you've ever been on Indeed's website as a job seeker, you know it's super simple. Does it remind you of anything? It looks very similar to the search engine, just like what Google uses. So they want to know two simple things. What are you looking for and where? So, when job seekers search for a job, Indeed takes what they searched and serves up the jobs that are most relevant to the search. Other keywords and location, other than keywords and location, Indeed takes many things into consideration when determining relevance, including what has the job seeker already seen, what jobs what what jobs has the job seeker clicked on, what job seekers has the job what jobs have the job seeker applied to? The word jobs just throwing me for a loop today. What types of jobs have the job seeker been successful with as a candidate? So, after taking those things into consideration, they show the results that are likely to be the best match. Now, the job seeker has options to filter what they see, including changing the search radius, sorting by relevance of date, in person or remote, salary estimates, etc. They also have the option to activate job alerts, which will notify them of new jobs that match their search criteria. Indeed, often here's the question from employers: how do I get to the first page? Again, if you think back to the last time you were in the market for a new job, did you only look at the jobs that were listed on the first page of the result? Most of us click on multiple pages to see as many opportunities as possible. In fact, Indeed data actually shows that on average, job seekers view at least 7 pages of search results when searching on Indeed. The key to success on Indeed is understanding how to make your job relevant to those job seekers. Perfect. So, gain insight into what job seekers are searching for. Now, Indeed does provide tools to help you understand what's relevant to job seekers. The Hiring Insight tool is a free feature inside of your Indeed account that provides you with valuable market data like competition score, average salary, top search term by clicks, and many more. Now, the visibility in finding your job. While it's completely free to list your ad on Indeed, your job posting still has to follow their job posting standards. Now, Indeed puts the job seeker first. This is one thing that I already highlighted on, but going back, remember that that is Indeed's number one commitment, to put those job seekers first. In order to best understand their guidelines, we encourage you to, number one, review Indeed's posting standards. Their posting standards policy page will give you a high-level overview of what kind of jobs are and aren't allowed on Indeed. Number two, read through the job seeker experience. This article will help you understand Indeed's policy from their perspective of the job seeker. And number 3, refer to Indeed's Employer Help Center. If you would like to dive into specifics on their policy, Indeed has several articles on many of their policies listed in their Employee Help Center. If you do have any additional questions or concerns, you can always reach out to your Indeed account representative for more information. Organic versus sponsored posting. The most important thing to know about Indeed's search results is that it is a mixture of both organic and sponsored ads. Now, an organic ad is one that meets Indeed's job posting standards and appears in their search results page, but they also get relevant over time. On Indeed, time is a factor of relevancy. If you think time uh, if you think of time as relevancy as a conveyor belt, the minute Indeed receives a new job, it's most relevant to job seeker search. However, because Indeed's the number one world's job site, they receive 15 new jobs every second. So every time a new job is added, relevancy, your job's time relevancy decreases. On the other hand, a sponsored job is a job that an employer has given a budget to bid for a premium placement in search results. Sponsoring job essentially removes time as a relevancy factor. Certain jobs based on Indeed's posting standards require sponsorship. For example, recruitment agency jobs or job with extraneous information in the title, or nationwide slash statewide slash region wide postings all require sponsorship. Another thing that I like to consider sponsorship as is just for example, like when you're going through your Instagram feed, right? When you consistently see the same ads on the same page over and over, very similar to the way that Indeed sponsorship works. Like they mentioned, they're taking time out of that factor and essentially just letting it get those more views, more clicks, and more applies is the exact way that I describe their sponsorship. Perfect. Now, finding or like look for your jobs on your Indeed company page. So if you posted a job and want to find out if it's live on Indeed, the best way to search for it is not to search for it. When we discussed Indeed's algorithm, what jobs you've seen and clicked on factor into relevancy. If you've searched for your job and didn't click on it, Indeed thinks that you're not interested and will show you new jobs. If you sponsor your job, searched for it, and clicked on it, you've just spent your own money. The best way to look for your job is to go to your Indeed company page. One thing that I also like to mention as well is how they touched base on um, really going over the fact that if you search for it, it continues to go down and down with the relevancy, right? So I do have multiple agents that would say, hey, Monica, I tried finding my ad multiple times. This is like my 5th time now, and I can't seem to find it. More than likely, it is there. And sure enough, I was able to locate the ad. However, again, that relevancy is going down as time and as your views play a factor into it. Excellent. So your company page and the jobs. So the company page. Once you find your company page, go ahead and click on the jobs tab. This will show you all of the jobs that are eligible for traffic on Indeed. If you don't see the job you're looking for on your company page, or if you don't see any jobs at all, reach out to an Indeed account representative and they will help link your company page to your Ideal Traits feed. If you do have a sponsored ad, I believe that this can also be viewed from the side tab. I'm not too sure if they have a picture of it. On the side tab, they do have an option to view your campaign, and that is where you can view that budget as well. So, where are my jobs? Reasons why employers cannot find their jobs often fall into one of these categories. So, these are the number of common reasons as to why employers cannot find their job on Indeed. So Indeed has not yet received your job. Most jobs take about 24 to 48 hours to appear on Indeed after posting. Your job has a policy violation. Check if your jobs are in line with Indeed's posting standards, just to be sure. Your company is not eligible for free traffic. These pertain mostly to recruitment and staffing agencies. Sponsorship is required for these jobs to get traffic on Indeed. Your job is being reviewed. If you are new to Indeed, your jobs will go through a review process by Indeed's trust and safety team to ensure that your job is within Indeed's guidelines. So, Indeed's products. So Indeed has a full suite of products that help you get closer to your hire. So Indeed's goal is to be the place where you can go to get a job of or for employers where you go to make a hire. Because of that, they have invested in tools and products to help achieve that. So sponsor jobs, pay for performance, and get premium placement in Indeed search results so you can reach more job seekers. Indeed Resume allows you to search Indeed's 245 million resumes and invite potential candidates to apply to your jobs. Indeed's company pages. This showcases your company brand, culture, and values to potential candidates. Indeed Interview. This allows you to schedule, coordinate, post, track, and disposition interviews from one platform. Indeed's assessments help you identify the most promising candidates by allowing you to send them assessments to measure their skills and their aptitude. Employer brand ads reaches quality job seekers across multiple platforms by showcasing your unique brand story. So that concludes our presentation. So now we have some set aside time for any questions that any of our guests may have to go over anything from the presentation today. As I am not an Indeed rep, I will do my best to answer those questions that may come in. But we do just want to make sure that we're going over any questions that we have to ensure that you guys are getting the best information possible. So if there are any questions, I'll go ahead and leave the chat open for the next few minutes just to go ahead and answer that. But I do just want to not only thank Indeed, but the people that that produced with the products that we have the presentation for today. Obviously, being a partner with Ideal Traits, we want to make sure that we are not only getting you the best information, but also ensuring that you are following those guidelines and practices to ensure that your job ad is getting maximum visibility. And if there is anything that you would like to discuss about the Ideal Traits platform or the integration that we have with Indeed, please feel free to utilize the Help tab at the top of your Ideal Traits screen, and there we can schedule a call, go over more things a little bit more in depth, and being able to help you out the best that we can. And obviously, if we do have any out of the box questions or that need to be directed specifically towards Indeed, we can do our best to try to get you those answers as well. But perfect. That is all I have for today, you guys. Thank you so much for joining. As always, be sure to tune in next Wednesday, and you will get a recording of this week's webinar emailed over to you. But I think I might have had a question. Hi, Monica. I'm meeting with you Friday morning. We posted a job yesterday. Should I be checking before Friday, or will it not likely be posted yet? As they had mentioned, posting a job, it may take up to 48 hours for your job ad to go live. You can easily check that. Let me go back to the presentation. So I believe on your company page, that is where you would be able to see if the job ad is live. But like they had mentioned, it may take up to 48 hours for it to go live. During our call, we can review your Ideal Traits account, answer any questions that you have, and being able to go from there. But great question, Jeff. If there are any other questions, please feel free to ask now, and I would be more than happy to answer that for you. Okay. I'm not seeing any other questions come in. So thank you. Perfect. Jeff said, see you then. Well, excellent, you guys. Well, hey, that is all I have for the questions over here. Like I mentioned, if you do have any further questions, please feel free to utilize your Ideal Traits account. You can easily schedule a call by selecting the Help tab at the very top of your Ideal Traits screen, or you can always start a chat with us. We do have a chat tree that you have to go through, but find the most relevant question to what it is that you're searching for, and at the end of every single one, other than a couple of them, we have the option to start a live chat. So we'll get you taken care of that way as well. But hope that you have yourself an amazing rest of your Wednesday. Happy hiring, and we'll chat with you soon. Bye-bye.